Hi, this is David John at General Produce Company here in Sacramento, California. With all the winter fruit around, like the apples and oranges and Chilean summer fruit that comes in, we sometimes forget about tropicals. There's great tropicals out there. Pineapple being probably the most popular that's out there next to the banana. Now, the pineapple is actually a lot of little plants that are all fused together around the center core. The pineapple does not change sugar content once it's harvested. So once they test the fields and they harvest the fields, that's it. You can be a little green shell like this one or the high color. The sugar content is going to be the same. There's not a taste difference. It's an eye appeal and how we've marketed the fruit over the years. Now, all of us think Hawaii with the pineapple, but really very little comes from Hawaii. Statistics say 10%. I think it's even less than that now. Most of it is Costa Rica, Ecuador, and Central America in general will ship product up. But they do a great job growing it. We'll see a little bump in production around now, so maybe some extra promotions you might start to see. There's some fun tricks. All the fields are planted with the crowns. They actually transplant the crowns to get the new plant started. It's several years. It takes 3 to 5 years before they get into production. If you happen to leave one of these go, it's a beautiful flower. It's a purplish red flower, but it's hard to say I want the flower over this delicious fruit. So most people just pick the fruit right away. But if kids want to have fun, let them cut the top off and plant it. You can do it as an indoor plant and they'll have loads of fun. They'll learn a little something of it. For yourself, when you're trimming this, you can cut it in half and then in quarters and take the core out. It's what I prefer to do, but just as easy if you cut the top and bottom and then peel it with a knife down the sides. Use a very sharp knife so you don't dig into the meat a lot, and then you can chunk it and serve it right from that. You can refrigerate it without a problem even though it's tropical. Pineapples, because of the sugar content, don't have a long shelf life, so it's something you want to eat within 2 or 3 days after you buy it. It's not something that we think is nice and hearty and will sit around a week. It just will start to break down and decay, and it'll actually pick up some sourness to it. So you want to buy this close to when you're going to eat it. On the counter, brings the aroma out a little more, doesn't change the sugar. In the refrigeration, might hold up an extra day or two. So if you want to leave it on the counter and then move it in because you didn't get the opportunity to eat, that's great. But don't miss out now, because when the summer starts, you'll have other things and you want to make sure to enjoy the delicious pineapple. And that's the Produce Beat.